Good evening, friends. This is probably the most important video of the weekend because I'm going to talk about something which is, you can say, under-owned or a hated space till now. And there are some interesting changes which are happening in the world. Now, as all of you knew, because of the lockdown, etc., crude prices had fallen a lot. This is the Brent crude chart. We had gone as low as $16. The contract, in fact, went into the negative, but the crude price, the lowest was 16. And now, as you can see on this chart, you have crossed this upside resistance at about 4,400, and crude is beginning to break out. Now, all the crude producing companies, which were basically dead, uh, you know, so my sense would be shipping companies and, oil producers, etc., where the business had totally evaporated, I think now are likely to do much better. So that way, uh, energy sector, if you see, uh, that index, NSE has a CNX energy sector, and the components are Reliance Industries, Power Grid, NTPC, Adani Green, Bharat Petroleum, Oil and Natural Gas, uh, Indian Oil Corporation, GAIL, HPCL, Tata Power. And let me add uh, shipping stocks to uh, this space, because oil, if it comes, it has to be shipped. So let's look at top shipping companies. You have things like GE Shipping, Shipping Corporation, uh, SR Shipping. So basically, this can be played through GE Shipping, CMAC, etc. So two or three, you can look at couple of the shipping companies also here. But for the moment, before we continue, let me say that we have join button services and silver, gold, diamond services are available on the channel that you are watching. Plus, we have a recorded webinar which can be purchased. That has a price of 2,000 plus GST, and that has a provision where you can email questions to us. So if you have questions on that, email at 98710 66337, and uh, you can email at ashwani_gujral at yahoo.com. ASHWANI_GUJRAL. So WhatsApp is 98710 66337, and email is ashwani_gujral at yahoo.com. Now going back to the NSE Energy Index, it is, I think, called CNX Energy. So CNX Energy, that did very well on Friday. And if you see a bit of a longer term chart, CNX Energy is breaking out of this sort of head and shoulder type pattern. See, energy has both electric stocks and oil stocks, and because of economies being slow, etc., the consumption of energy, as you can see, in March had gone down and is just now picking up. So the stocks that I would recommend here would be RIL, not because of its digital business, but because of its oil business, which is not getting very highly valued. So you have Reliance Industries. Again, it's made a fairly decent bottom. So basically, I would think that 1950 thereabouts could be a good stop. We could get back towards the high point because now all its businesses would be firing. Then you have another one called Adani Green. Adani Green again, big rally for many months and now has had a correction. So once this rally restarts, I think the stop can be around 900 and we could get back towards the high, which is around 1200. Couple of PSU names I would like to add. One is ONGC. ONGC, as you know, has been deadwood, and a lot of deadwood has been moving up. Case in point being ITC. So ITC, ONGC basically is breaking out of 90, and we could have initial targets all the way up here, 120, 130 on ONGC. Okay, nobody is saying these are become long-term buys, but the rally is just about starting. These are crude plays in this country. Uh, you can have another one called Gale. Gale again has borne the brunt of being a state-owned company, but now it's also bottoming out and above levels of 100. I think even Gale has a good chance of getting up to 130. And finally, I would believe because of electricity consumption, etc., NTPC is a stock which we could look at. Again, you can see that this is creating some kind of a bottom, and once we can get past this 105 type of zone, again the target here could be 130 thereabouts, somewhere in this zone. So a 30% upside on this space, which is fairly virgin space, can be looked at from here. So very low risk, very high reward space, which is so far not moved. I think now, given the way metals have moved, I think now it's time for commodity and crude related plays to move up. So these are my 5 choices. Uh, have a look at them. If they are suitable for you, I would buy a portfolio of these stocks instead of just trying to bet on one or two. So that should be it. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor before putting in money.